Yes, sir. 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 Yes.
You ready?
Sticks up. Yeah, man. Sticks up.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Sticks up.
All right. Bow. Have a night.
Oh, shit. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Sticks and Convos. You know, today, we're talking about transitions, transformations, motivation, discipline, consistency, and how all that is intertwined into one circle. How you been, man?
Man, I've been good. I know it's been a little minute since we shot. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, I'm glad to be back, man. Glad to be back amongst the living.
Yep.
Amongst the living. Been chilling, getting fat.
You see his Facebook page, he over kicking instructors across the mat and shit.
Instructor, no. That wasn't an instructor. That was a student.
Emotional, damn it!
Oh, that was a student. Boy, he made him feel that one.
Boy, he was saying, oh man, I can't. He like, I'm gonna be sore tomorrow.
I don't know why he had his whole shoulder in there.
Yeah, that's how you know he ain't no instructor. Just like on his shoulder, he could, man. That man had you can see even his balance was off. You see? Could you tell? His balance was off too.
That man had to take a knee to take a break. That's how strong this man's kick was.
Yeah. And it wasn't even I didn't even put a lot of pressure into it.
Oh, it looked like you was working.
No.
Looked like you was wanting to get old buddy for scratching you for so many weeks.
No, he didn't scratch. No, them motherfuckers what? No, he didn't scratch me. It was somebody else.
Y'all don't know he's practicing. What you practicing?
Krav Maga.
Krav Maga. So
yeah, this is the last and final martial art I'm gonna get my ass into.
So he's been doing that for several months now. Yeah. So yeah. I hope everybody's doing well. Here's to another Sticks and Convos.
Yes, sir.
Right now we smoking the legendary
La Dominicana.
Appreciate it.
You you froze.
I don't know what I was reading.
You looked at legendary.
The legendary Dominicana double legato. All right. If you want to go to your local, I don't know if they have them locally, but here in Charlotte, North Carolina, they have them locally at 2 cigar lounges, as we found out today. So that's dope. This is usually what we like to smoke. It's cost efficient, and you can break it up in halves if you want to. So yeah, man. So let's get into this thing.
Transitions in life, right?
Transitions in life.
Or transformation.
Transitions,
like
transformations.
the 2 T's.
So the thing is like I was listening to a motivational speech while I was running today, and they said that you would never get to the next level if you stay complacent.
Yeah.
So you have to know what's your why. You have to know what is your reason of getting to the next level. So throughout this last 3 months, me and D been really focusing on transforming ourselves so that we can get to the next level through the five stages, or not the 5 stages, the 5 areas of wellness. So right now, I know for myself speaking, I'm working on my physical state, getting my physical state in check, as well as my financial and my spiritual. So there's a lot of things that's going on for me to try to elevate myself to the next level. And when we say next level, is only thing we're talking about is being better than what you were last year, or being better than what you were 6 months ago. So that's how I define next level, is being better in a better situation, better state, better mindset, just overall better, you know. So with me, I've been working out. I actually went to a nutritionist so I can double down on my eating habits. And one of the things for me, what I had to seek out is understanding my why, because when things get tough, when you're running, when you don't want to work out that day, when it's raining, and you're like, you know, I don't want to get wet. My why is, for one, I don't want to leave this earth knowing that I didn't give it all and put it all on the line. Two, for my wife, my daughter, and just overall for myself. That's the biggest thing. Is just my biggest why is because people are dying every day. So my biggest why is leaving this earth not giving all I got, and you know, half-assing shit, and leave this earth and be like, man, I could have put more work in.
Yeah, feel that. No, I definitely agree. I think as men, you know, there's a lot more pressure on us men, and I'm not talking about just today. You know, I'm talking about just period, because we have a lot of pressure. And I was talking to my pops about this for Father's Day. We have a lot of pressure to perform. Now, when I say this, I don't say it in like a complaining or any type of way like that. But I say it emphatically because it's imperative that we understand that we have a standard that we have to achieve. A standard that not only we got to achieve, but we got to set for ourselves. And what I've been learning about too in my development is boundaries and everything like that. That's insanely important for us.
Yeah.
Insanely important.
Yeah. Definitely boundaries.
Yeah.
Understanding those and creating new boundaries, because the old boundaries is what This is why you was in that level.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to create new boundaries so you can get to that next level.
Right. And that's important. What he just said, that you got to create new boundaries, because a lot of people stick with the old shit, like.
Yeah.
And then they wonder why they keep on hitting the brick wall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's all about transformation, evolving and stuff like that. I really like that title, dog.
Yeah.
For real.
Transformation.
Yeah, I really like this topic. Yeah.
Most definitely. So just keep in mind, folks, it's like there's levels to it, you know, because back in the day, back when I was 20, 18, man, I was running like crazy, running like 12-minute 2 miles, 13-minute 2 miles, running 8 basketball games, not tired.
Man, them days.
Just killing it, you know. I never dunked, but I always made the bucket though. So
I dunked on him though, y'all.
He didn't dunk on me, man. Don't let this man lie on you.
Why I did it back? I did the
Oh Lord,
yeah,
this man. But
no play.
But now that life has happened, I've experienced life a little bit. Basically, I'm out of shape. You know, everything is just out-tuned. My mind has elevated, but I'm just out-tuned, and I need to get back into, you know, tune-up shape. So I'm just starting little by little. You know, just getting out there to work out is a win for me. Just going to the gym is a win for me. You know, doing 2 miles is a win for me. So, you know, now, you know, just getting out there, working out, and then I'm gonna elevate myself to 2 days, working out 2 times a day, and then from there, focusing my mind a lot more, doing meditation, working on my business and stuff like that. Because what I found out by working out is that working out is really, when they say working out is like 20 or 10% of the battle, and the other is 80 to 90%. That shit is true. That's, that shit, that is the battle, man. So
What you put inside your body.
yeah. So everything that I'm doing right now personally is working up to, becoming going back to the next level, going to that next level. So for me, I'm trying to get down to 220, have a more of a clearer state of mind, working on my financials, developing my business even further, and just being a asset to myself, not being a liability to myself. Because a lot, if we really look at things, we kind of are liabilities to ourselves with the way we go out there and eat unhealthy foods, how we go out there and party, and drinking alcohol, even to the smokers. This is a liability, to the nice cars, nice girls, nice money, like all that stuff is liability. But when you create those assets for yourself, all right, that's when the tables turn.
Yeah. There's something out there, like there's a lot of talk out there right now as far as men especially leveling up, because we chase the superficial things in life, and realize that like that shit don't mean nothing at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? When you chase the like certain statuses or chase women and everything like that, it's unfulfilling. And any young man that's listening to this right now, or any man that might be just in a certain state of right now, which you laughing at?
I'm sorry, man. This smoke is tearing your ass up, man.
What you mean tearing me up?
I just noticed that the smoke going right to your face. Every time I blow out, smoke going to your face.
I was in big, man. You would trip, boy. I'm telling you, man. Anyway, no, but I didn't lose my train of thought, at least, hopefully. But so, like, at the end of the day, though, like any young man listening to this, or any man that's in a particular state right now where you feel like you need to really improve, you feel like you're hitting this wall that you just can't penetrate through. Understand that your habits, like what Bobby said earlier, what you're doing on a daily basis is what matters. And if you're not changing this, and you're focusing on those superficial things, you're gonna reap those results. If you're seeking those pleasures, and pleasures, I put a status on this one time, and pleasures is not just sexual pleasures. We're talking about pleasures that are irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Or basically irrelevant to your come up. So if you're a gamer, right? It's cool to game, but if you sitting there and you doing it more and it's not becoming something that's like making money for you, and you sitting there and you just continually playing and everything like that, and you're not getting to that bag, that's something that's gonna take you away, or that's something that's gonna mess up your whole focus as a man. And so it's important, man. Like I love the fact that like being around people, where we can be accountable for one another.
Yeah, that is true. Having a group of people who are like-minded, who are keeping each other accountable is definitely one of the aspects of keys to getting to the next level, because it's easy to tell yourself you're gonna get up next morning and work out, but it's also easy to tell yourself that morning when you're about to go work out to get back in the bed, turn the light off, and go to sleep, or not even get out the bed in the first place. You know, so that's definitely something that's very important. And it's like we go through this, you know, this journey, and it's not one size fit all type of formula. You have to figure out what works for you and go from there. And it might take you a couple months to figure out what works for you. It might take you a whole year to figure out what works for you. But as long as you figuring that out, that's all that matters. And just remember, it's all about steps, you know. So one thing that I like to think about as far as steps is in this aspect. First, you have to have motivation. You can't just have discipline without motivation. You can't, you know, whip out of bed and go work out without some type of enthusiasm or whatever the case may be. It has to be a form of, if you want to change your life, it has to be a form of motivation to jumpstart that mind switch. Then it goes to discipline. Once you start creating that discipline for yourself, then that's when things are starting to become more in order. You won't need motivation to get you up out of bed, because you know this is your duty. This is an obligation at this point. This is not, you know, some fun land anymore. This is serious once it gets to the level of discipline. Then once it gets to consistency, and that's when you start seeing results. Other people might see the results. If you're working out and trying to lose weight, you're not going to see results in the discipline category. You're going to see results in the consistency category, because if you're disciplined enough to get up and go work out, but if you're not consistent in your workout, as far as running the 2 miles all the way through, and you decide to get up and go for a walk in the morning instead of actually running, then your journey of losing weight or getting to whatever your goal is going to take even longer. So that consistency is going to play a huge role. All right, after that consistency, then you actually have achievement. Through achievement, you're hitting your goals, you're hitting your checkpoints. All right, so those achievements are things that, or even the little achievements, like running through 2 miles without stopping. That's an achievement. That's an accomplishment. You know, running 2 miles and you bring down your run time 30 seconds. That's an achievement. All right. So after that, then it is success. So after achievement, then success. You're successfully, you know, working. You successfully accomplish that, you know, 2 mile. You successfully worked on your health or whatever aspect of life that you want to work at. So just think of it like that. Okay. If you think of it like that, then it'll be less daunting to what you're trying to achieve. Sorry to freaking.
Hey, yeah, I'm letting you go, dog.
Going over. I'm over throwing up right now.
Throwing up. You preaching?
Nah, I'm preaching, man.
No, like you said, steps. It's steps. We're too much wanting to see. We're too much wanting to get to the end result. That's why a lot of people stop.
It's that microwave effect.
Yeah, the microwavable, you know, generation type situation that people be talking about. Because like you have, you know how they say that, like come the new year and everybody makes a New Year resolution, especially the get in shape one.
I hate that.
I'm gonna get in shape.
I'm gonna get right. 30 days later.
Yeah, they say it's like
30 days
statistically
later.
30 to 60 days later.
They roll up a blunt.
Or like they be like us with the cigars.
Fuck that damn working out.
Fuck them goddamn lights. I had 13 cat on waiting to burn them bitches.
Oh man.
Boy, shout out to Cat Williams, folks. You know, so yeah, man. But it's steps, and you'll get there because what you got to do is just keep your head down, and then you'll wake up, or not wake up, you'll look up and be like, man, damn, wait a minute, it was just a year ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you'll wake up and you'll realize, like Bobby said, you go through the motivation stage, and you go to the discipline stage, and then you go through the consistency stage, and whatever comes after that, like I said, before you know it, you'll be at where you want to be. But here's the key to all of that: is maintaining. I don't know if that was part of that.
That would be after success.
That's after the success. Okay.
Maintain.
Okay. All
yeah.
Right.
Because it would be shitty to do all that damn work.
That be getting when motherfuckers be talking about like, oh, I'm gonna go on a diet. Okay, so after the diet, you gonna be a slob after that? You know?
For me, I can't do diets because it's so restricting. It's so restricting, where it's like I'm a relapse.
Yeah, diets.
That's
everybody relapses on diets.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's like it's so restricting. So that's why I like that I hired a nutritionist. It shined a new light on food and how food complements your body and things like that.
For real, your relationship with food. Your relationship with food is a big thing. If you like eating them bonbons and shit like that, boy, you gonna see your stomach get bigger and bigger.
I was at a cousin's reunion this past weekend, and man, I fucked up. I had some shit that I shouldn't been eating. But when I tell you, yeah, you can call it cheat. But when I tell you, I felt like shit later that night. And that's how you know, you on the right path. You working on your body, you eating healthier foods, things like that. I'll tell you, I felt like shit later that night. Bro, I wanted to throw up.
Yeah, but see, let me tell you something. For your baby shower coming up, you know there's gonna be a lot of good cooking.
It's gonna be a lot of good cooking.
So you better make sure you start them 2 a days right now. For real, folks. You better start them.
We're gonna have fruit and vegetable trays. So
yeah,
I think we should be pretty decent.
Yeah, no, definitely. Cause I myself, I gotta do that. You know, I gotta stay right. At least, like, I'm not gonna be drinking. So I made it a point to not drink for the rest of this year. Wine or, hard liquor. And the point of me doing it, like Bobby said, your why, is to get back to the discipline. The disciplined DeAndre that I once was, right? And things in life happen, and like with anybody. But it's what you do with those things. If you learn from it, then that makes you better. You're taking a step in the right direction. If you're not learning from it, then you're gonna stay stagnant. For me, I can't do that. I move around a lot, so I have to, like, even when I was in my rut, I was still moving, right? You know how they talk about fail forward?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Forward.
Yeah, fall forward, fail forward, all that shit. Yeah. So that's even in the rut that I was in for a while. I still was moving and taking those baby steps. So it's important to still just keep on going, no matter what. And make your accomplishments for you. You are your biggest critic. You're your biggest fan. And you're also in competition with yourself. You're not in competition with the world. Social media will have it that you are in competition with everybody else. Be careful with that.
Yeah, that's very powerful right there that you said. Be in competition with yourself. Because that is the biggest competitor that you will ever have in life. So I know with me, I'm competing against myself every single day. Obviously.
Yeah.
Everybody's competing with themselves every day. Believe it or not, you competing with the previous you, or competing with the current you to become the future you, you know? So if you try to, like, the current you wants you to be current. It wants you to stay that person, you know? But if you have a mindset of, oh, this is not who I want to be, and you want to be like, I don't know, Elon Musk, then you're going to have a big ass, you know, you're going to have a big, long nights competing against yourself. You're gonna have, you know, it's gonna be
competing against yourself and that motherfucker too.
Because
you gonna be,
because he got billions. Billions.
Not just that though, that man an evil genius, you feel me?
Yeah, so
that's too much to compete with right there.
Just an example, you know.
But no,
Yeah, it is too much to compete
I mean
with. That's like one in like
one in a million.
I want to say one in a generation, but I don't even know how to say that.
One in a million. Yeah, no, but for real, take it a day at a time. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Take it a day at a time, and that transformation will come.
Yep.
Because it's so easy to just relapse.
Yep.
All it takes is for one day for you to not do the consistent or the discipline that you've been setting yourself up for. All it takes is that one day. You know how they say it takes one bad day for someone to become evil?
Yeah.
Think about that in your come up, your progression. It takes one day for you to just go back, to regress. You don't want that. You really don't. Especially men and women, but speaking to the men specifically right now, like I said earlier, we got a lot of performance pressure on us, and that's a good thing, because as with pressure, we thrive. That's just how God created us to be, and we have to understand that. If you don't, the biggest thing that my pops told me when I was a kid was that your character and your word are everything as a man. And so if you don't go through these trials and you don't go through these molding phases, you can't know what type of man you'll become, and you can't be a competent man either. No one will take you seriously. Whether, you know, if you do have a business or just in your workplace or women, whatever the case may be, no one will take you seriously if you don't become a competent man. If you don't build that character to what it needs to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. It takes 6 months to change your life. It takes 6 months to change your life.
You gotta set that tone in 3 months.
It takes 21 days, 23 days, plus or minus, to create a habit. It takes 90 days, plus or minus, to create a lifestyle. It takes 6 months to change your life. That's all I got.
Hey, we're not gonna be a dead horse, you heard?
Yeah, that's all I got. So, as they call me and my family is Reverend Bob, and that's all, folks.
Yeah, they call him Reverend Bob. Yeah, you was preaching, boy. And, all right. Peace.